You're watching Showtime. The excitement continues with the hit comedy series Brothers. Come schmooze a while at their restaurant the point after and find out what's new in the gay and straight worlds of the Waters family and their friends. Next on Showtime.
Take your time. Tell me. Is it safe?
No, it isn't. So hide. Hide. And when you can't, run. Run as far away as you can. You are about to experience movie suspense, horror, and terror with Donald Pleasance and Nancy Allen. Terror in the Isles on Showtime.
Is it safe?
He's a madman's creation.
I am capable of reanimating life.
He's a horror that shouldn't be.
We were trying to do something that no man was ever meant to do.
He's a terror unleashed. He's a creature unlike any you've ever seen. Robert Powell, David Warner, Carrie Fisher, and John Gielgud star on Broadway on Showtime. Frankenstein.
It's a lie!
The dashing rogue of Sherwood Forest is coming back.
Tell the sheriff of Nottingham that Robin Hood holds Sherwood.
Robin Hood, winner of 8 major television awards, including Best Action Adventure Series, returns to Showtime.
This man is dangerous. Calls himself Robin the Hood.
Robin Hood, defender of the weak, protector of the poor, enemy of evil, and outlaw of the kingdom.
We cannot be beaten by force of arms, not in the forest. But I shall vanquish it.
No! Keep away, Robin! Keep away!
Why risk your life for an owl? Because I must. We'll catch this Robin Hood.
You can catch the award-winning series Robin Hood, weekly starting October 14th.
This isn't an ordinary fight. This is a fight between the powers of light and darkness.
Robin Hood, starring Dynasty's Michael Praed, only on Showtime.
Tender is the night. They were a generation with nothing to lose. Unleashed on a decade with everything to offer. Strauss, Mary Steenburgen, John Hurd, Sean Young. Love brought them together. Their passion could tear them apart. Coming this fall, Tender is the Night, a Showtime original miniseries.
Bill Harris in Hollywood, I have news for you. At the same time Priscilla Presley hits the talk shows and the bookstores, finally talking about her marriage to the late king of rock and roll in a book titled Elvis and Me from Putnam, the legend of Elvis Presley is also alive and well in a brand new play now drawing rave reviews in London. There, an actor and imitator named Martin Shaw is starring in a play dramatizing just the last few hours of Presley's life. The play's title, Are You Lonesome Tonight? And insiders say it has a very good chance of going all the way to Broadway. Burt Reynolds has never looked better, and wouldn't you know it, he's looking his best, but working behind the camera. Currently in the can, he's just directed both Lonnie Anderson and Dom DeLuise in an episode of Steven Spielberg's NBC series, Amazing Stories. Then he directed an episode of the revitalized Alfred Hitchcock Presents. And next month he heads off to Tahiti. Now some people pack too much on a trip, but not Burt. He's taking Lonnie Anderson, and he's directing her again. While there, she'll star in an NBC Movie of the Week titled Stranded. Stranded in Tahiti with Lonnie Anderson. But Reynolds is no one's fool. From our Believe It or Don't department, I can almost guarantee that Sylvester Stallone has never set foot in Iceland. But word comes from Reykjavik, that country's capital city, that Sly's Rambo First Blood Part 2 is a hit. So much so, 14,000 people bought tickets to see the film during its first week. So what? So 14,000 people is more than 1/6 the entire population of Iceland. When Rocky IV comes in, they might as well close down the country. From our Time Marches On department, it was Elizabeth Taylor's husband, Mike Todd, who reaped the real benefits of Jules Verne's classic Around the World in 80 days. Todd made it into a multi-star extravaganza, top-lined by David Niven back in 1956. In fact, Miss Taylor, as his widow, now owns rights to that landmark motion picture. But now Gregory Harrison and his Catalina Productions hope to go them all one better. Two better, actually. They've taken a long-term option to film a McGraw-Hill book titled Around the World in 78 Days by Nicholas Coleridge. It's the true tale of a modern-day adventurer who set out to recreate and follow the fictional footsteps of Phineas Fogg in his journey around the world. Truth was shorter than fiction. He beat Fogg by just 2 days. Celebrity Auction Mania hits a high point this month as Cary Grant is auctioned off as a luncheon partner. It's the 8th annual Carousel Ball in Denver. Paul Newman's monogram bathrobe is another item up on the auction block. More? How about a size 6 cocktail dress owned by Farrah Fawcett? Or one of Tom Selleck's personal stock of Hawaiian shirts? Or a chance to play golf with former President Gerald Ford? It's all to raise funds for the Children's Diabetes Foundation. We wish them well. And an update. He was a creation of Pulitzer Prize-winning reporter and correspondent Bill Malden, who covered World War II and who invented a character he called G.I. Joe to represent the millions of ordinary American men serving in the armed forces. 40 years later, for better or for worse, I can report that the Ralston Purina people plan to introduce G.I. Joe breakfast cereal, which a spokesman said is aimed at, quote, every red-blooded American boy. My dad was there. He says a real GI never had a fancy breakfast. He says they ate something or other on a shingle. Bill Harris in Hollywood. We'll talk again. Bill Harris in Hollywood reminding you that Saturday nights are big on Showtime. I'm talking about our Saturday night sweepstakes, when you get a chance to see a big movie and win big prizes. I'll ask a question, find the answer in the movie, and you could be the winner of one of our sensational prizes. Each and every week, we'll be giving away thousands of dollars worth of them. One of them could be yours. So join me this Saturday and every Saturday for the Saturday night sweepstakes, only right here on Showtime. Mr. Phil Nee.
How many people like Chinese food? Again, just this side of the room. Where are some of your favorite places? Chinatown? Could you be more vague about that, please? Chinatown. This is like the Quaalude crowd that goes 4 o'clock in the morning, I know. Stoned, have no idea what they're doing there. Think they can order in Chinese. You know, waiter comes over. First of all, you know, there's only one waiter in all of Chinatown, right? Works every restaurant. So it's that same guy going, "Are you ready to order?" You get people like this couple here. No, let me order this. I can order this in Chinese. Watch. Hi, I can order the hangao, the chow fu, dao fu, the poo-poo platter. Are you sure? Okay. You're the boss. One order sweet and sour kitty litter. My message. Thank you very much. My name's Phil Nee. Thank you very much. You guys are wonderful. Thank you.
They called him the Closet King. Till two tailors decided to take him to the cleaners.
Disgusting, ain't it?
On the next all-new fairy tale theater, a king gets a cloth of sheer perfection with just one snag.
Invisible.
Now you can snare a snob, but you can't fleece the public with the Emperor's new clothes. See it. With Alan Arkin, Art Carney, and Dick Shawn, Tuesday, October 8th at 8, 7 Central, only on Showtime.
Gawain Evans McLand, a poet with quite a reputation.
Give me applaud now, I'm finished.
Hundreds of women loved him.
Any man with any style at all can make a mess of his love life.
Could you just point out the nymphomaniacs to me?
Not to worry, they'll make themselves known.
She understood him.
Ever since that day I saw you on the train, so beautiful. I've never really been anything like anybody else.
The more he discovered about her,
You know, I majored in psychology at college.
Oh my God, did you?
the more he realized that the hopeless psychotic inside him had fallen in love. And the rest, as they say, is case history.
100 years ago, they laughed at Freud.
Well, he's still good for a chuckle now and again, if you ask me.
Tom Conti and Kelly McGillis star in Reuben on Showtime.
Do you know this man?
I have a low threshold for joy. That's my problem.
People magazine calls him one of America's funniest new comics.
There's an unhealthy man trying to get out of my body, which
David Letterman's had him on over 20 times.
I should really produce a show at Radio City. Night of 100 Anxieties. That's all I thought.
He's kept Carson in stitches on many an evening.
I'm a hypochondriac. Even as a kid, in the school, I used to eat M&Ms one at a time with a glass of water. It was embarrassing.
And he's the toast of comedy clubs across the country.
Should we get the French fries with the comic or not? We're not sure, you know?
Here's what some of the giants of the industry think of him.
He's a paradox,